Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I thought I would do a little get ready with me, but as well as doing that I thought I would get you guys to ask me some questions on my Instagram. So I thought this might be quite a nice idea to do because I've gained quite a few subscribers recently and you guys don't really know me, so I thought get to know me with a few questions. So I'm just going to be putting my makeup on and talking to you guys basically. I've not done one of these before, but I thought it might be quite fun to do. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. My little mirror. So I've got my questions on my phone, filming this on my dad's phone, so thanks Dad for letting me borrow your phone. Let's just start off with priming my face first of all. So I'm going to use the Lottie London Illuminating Coconut Primer. Let's get on to answering a question. Okay, so my first question is, how was your time at uni? Oh, that didn't go well. So my first question is, how was your time at uni? So I went to uni in 2015. That's my first year of uni. I went to De Montfort University in Leicester and to be honest, I loved it. Like, I had such a good time at uni. I joined a society in my second year, but then sort of left it in my third because other priorities. My undergrad degree was honestly one of the best things that I ever did, and I'm so glad that I went to uni because I learned so much stuff academically and sort of like personally as well. I'd love to go back, just sort of experience like a uni night out one more time in my life, but obviously can't really happen. But yeah, I loved uni. I had such a good time. Next, favourite 5 makeup products right now. Okay, so I've been trying out a few new products and they've definitely come up into my favourites list. Wow, my eyebrows are not cooperating today. I think my top 5 at the minute would definitely be the Clinique Even Better Glow Foundation, which I'm going to use today. The NARS Naturally Radiant Concealer, which is also a new product that I've bought that I really love. That Coconut Illuminating Primer, that's another one. How many is that? 3, I think. My favourite ever brow product is the Makeup Revolution Eyebrow Pencil. That's the best. I'm using the, I don't know what this is, the crayon version, and I don't like it. And my last product would probably be Soap and Glory Sexy Mother Packer Lip Gloss. That's literally my favourite lip gloss ever. Next question. What made you want to start YouTube? Okay, so I actually started my YouTube channel way back in like 2011. I started my channel because I found out I had scoliosis. So for anyone who doesn't know, that's a curvature in the spine. I basically was told from the get-go that I might need surgery, and that scared me a little bit, and I really wanted to, I don't know why I'm putting the lid back on. I kind of went to YouTube to find the answers to my questions because surgery was such a big thing and I didn't really know anything about it. And on YouTube all I could really find were like before and after videos, and while that was helpful, that wasn't really what I wanted to know. Like, I wanted to know like what kind of appointments you had, how long you were going to be in hospital for, what happened in the hospital, you know, all the run up to being in the hospital. I wanted to know everything and I couldn't really find that on what am I doing? Yeah, so I basically couldn't find what I wanted out of YouTube. So I thought, well, I can't be the only person that's got the same questions. I was like, do you know what? If no one else is going to do it, I'm going to do it then. So I basically documented my entire journey from being told that I needed to have surgery to actually having the surgery, all of my appointments, any letters that I got. The videos are still on my channel, so if you are interested, you can like go and have a look and watch them. They're a bit embarrassing, but I was like 12. And then after that, I sort of stopped doing videos because I just didn't really feel like, you know, once I'd had my surgery and I'd recovered and everything, there wasn't really anything else to say about it because you kind of just sort of move on. When I moved out to Liverpool, I thought I'd start doing videos again sort of early this year in January because I needed to find a hobby to sort of make my life a little bit more interesting. And I kind of fell back into doing videos and I loved it. I love filming and I love editing videos. It's genuinely one of my hobbies. So yeah, that's why I started my YouTube channel. How have you found being back home? So for anyone who doesn't know, I've moved back. So I don't live in Liverpool anymore. For reasons that I don't really want to go into at the minute. Not really ready to talk about it. I've moved back home with my parents and yeah, I found it quite fine, that makes no sense. I don't know, it kind of just feels like how it did when I lived here before, you know, like it doesn't really feel much has changed, and I quite enjoy being back home with my family. It's nice to be able to be so close to them again, because obviously when I lived in Liverpool, that was like 3.5 to 4 hours away, and I didn't really get to see any of my family, and I personally found that really hard. So being back and being able to be obviously living with them and seeing them every day, that has obviously made a big difference to how I feel about life. Obviously I wish it could be different circumstances, but life comes at you fast, what can I say? What is your favourite food? A couple of people have asked me this. My favourite food is probably chocolate. Like, it's such a cliche thing to say, and I feel like it's everyone's favourite food, but I just really like it. What sort of things have you been doing in your day in lockdown? So personally, I'm still working. So I'm still doing my everyday job, and then obviously I'm still doing my masters as well. So I'm just doing that. It's basically the same for me really, not much has changed. I didn't work from home before, but it doesn't really feel that different. So yeah, I'm just sort of keeping myself occupied with work, uni, and obviously YouTube and my Instagram. What do you do for work? So I am a social media manager for a fitness education company. Yeah, so that's my job basically. There's not really much to say about it other than that. It's kind of like, is what it says it is really. How have you found working full-time and studying full-time? That's actually been extremely difficult. I have found it a lot harder than I thought. I thought I would find it a lot easier, but it has been difficult. Not unmanageable, can manage it. I know a lot of people on my course work full-time as well. It's hard to manage your time in a way that means you still have time to do all the things that you enjoy as well. But I think with a lot of time management and organisation, it is doable. It's just difficult, and I 10 out of 10 do not recommend. Favourite thing to do in quarantine? My favourite thing to do in quarantine has probably been making these YouTube videos and putting pictures on my Instagram and stuff. Like, I feel like it's such a nice distraction from what's going on. So yeah, I think that's definitely been my favourite thing to keep me occupied during quarantine. Go-to shopping brand. My go-to shopping brand is definitely ASOS. I also really like Missguided, I think, and Topshop. Those are my like top 3. I always shop at them. You'll see so many hauls of them on my channel because they're literally my favourites. I always go there. I'm wearing a full Topshop outfit today. Yeah, my go-to shopping brands, ASOS, Topshop and Missguided. What's your favourite alcoholic drink? My favourite alcoholic drink is probably gin. Gin I just feel like is nice because it honestly tastes like juice and it's easy to drink. I don't like alcoholic drinks that taste like alcohol because I don't like the taste of it. Pink gin specifically I think is my absolute favourite. What country do you want to travel to next? That's such a difficult one because there's so many places that I want to go. I think realistically, if we're going to talk realistically, I'd want to go to like, to be honest, I don't even mind. As long as it's got hot weather and a beach, I'm down. Like, I'd like to go anywhere right now, as I'm sure like most of you are feeling the same. Like, I just want to go somewhere else other than the UK. Obviously, we've had such nice weather recently, so it's kind of been like doable being at home. But as soon as this is over, like, I just want to go anywhere. I'd love to go on holiday with some friends, but unrealistically, if I could go anywhere, I'd go to Bali or Australia because I just think like I've always wanted to go, but obviously never really had the money to because it's quite expensive. Who inspires you the most? Oh my god, okay, I get inspiration from literally anyone, but I think the person who inspires me the most, it's gonna sound so cringy, but literally my parents, because my dad works really, really hard in his job and my mum also works extremely hard. And I just think both of them managed to just sort of get on with life, and they didn't have the best start in life, but they've worked so hard to get where they are now. And yeah, I guess they really inspire me with their ability to just get on with things and work super, super hard to get what they want and need out of life. And yeah, that inspires me. Next question. How many piercings do you have? Oh my god. Okay, I have 2 in my ears, so that's 2. I have my nose pierced and my belly button pierced. Do you want or have any tattoos? No, I don't have any tattoos. I don't really see myself getting tattoos either, because I think I'd get bored of it or I'd hate it. So yeah, no is the answer to that question. What's your favourite holiday memory? I think my favourite holiday memory was when I went to Nice for my 21st birthday with my now ex-boyfriend. Basically went to this other place. I can't remember if it was like Monaco or something, but we went to like a neighbouring town for the day, and when we were going back, we tried to get on the train to get back to Nice, but because we're idiots, we got on the wrong train. We didn't realise for ages, like we were just sat on the train, and then it was sort of when they said over the tannoy, oh, next stop something else, we were like, what? And then it was like, oh yeah, this is the train to Paris. And that's when we realised, you know, we weren't just on the wrong train. We were going in the complete opposite direction from where we needed to be. So we get off the train at the next stop and we have no idea where we are. We've got no idea what train that we need to be on next. And we try our best to speak French to this family. And they're just looking at us like, what are you talking about? Obviously, we're just stuck on this platform like, what the hell? Where do we even go? What are we even doing? Then luckily we saw this like train driver. And he was like, oh yeah, you need to be on this train. So we waited an hour for the next train, and then that train gets here and it's absolutely packed because the train before it had been cancelled. But yeah, so we eventually made it back to Nice, but honestly, I think that's my favourite holiday memory. Okay, so this next question is tips for being a YouTuber and how to start, for example, editing, camera, etc. Okay, so if you want to start a YouTube, first of all, I'd say practice talking to yourself quite a lot, and practice sort of in front of the mirror or in front of the camera, because it takes a lot of confidence to sit here and talk into a camera. And I know for me, like, I've always found it quite easy to do, but I think I'm quite confident. So if you're not that confident in starting, definitely talking to yourself, because it just sort of helps you get used to talking in the air and not really to anyone else, if that makes sense. But yeah, I think that's like the first thing I would do. And in terms of having like a camera and stuff, I don't think you really need to have like a big camera. Like, it's definitely not worth going out and spending a few £100 on an expensive camera straight away, because you don't know if you're going to stick to it for a start. Also, like, just sort of your iPhone or your phone camera does do for the beginning. And I just use iMovie to edit my photos. I think you can download that on like a Windows laptop if you don't have a Mac. But I know that if you've got an iPhone, you can edit it on your phone. Like, I know a few people who do that. I don't think you really need to get anything expensive. Just sort of test it out first and see if you actually like doing it, because you might sort of start doing it and not really like it, or you might start doing it and really enjoy it. I'd also watch like lots of videos to get ideas. So I watch a lot of videos to kind of get ideas on what I want to do next and what they do. Another thing I would say is also plan. What my geography teacher in school always used to say to me is, what was it? Well, really remembered that one, wasn't it? It was a prepare to fail or fail to, no, that was wrong, completely wrong. Start again, scrap that. Fail to prepare and prepare to fail. So actually, that's a really horrible quote. That's not what I'm trying to say. But what I'm trying to say is, you've got to plan your videos. I am terrible for this. I don't plan my videos. I just sit in front of the camera and start yabbering on about God knows what. But it's so much easier if you, I don't know why I'm doing this. Like, who do I think I am? Harry Potter. It's so much easier if you have a plan of what you want to say, when you're going to say it, what you're going to do. You don't have to sit there and write out a whole script. But if you just have a sort of a rough idea of what you're going to say and when, you're sorted. I've forgotten my highlighter. Yeah, so I guess that's like my tips for YouTube, really. Sort of plan your videos. There's also lots of YouTubers out there who do lots of videos on how to start a YouTube channel, what to edit, how to create thumbnails. So I'd recommend as well, if you want to start a YouTube, do that. Like, watch those videos, because they're really helpful. Like, I still watch them now to kind of help me with my video, and it's also such a useful way to find out new ways to edit things. Do it for fun as well. Another thing I would say, do it for fun. Don't get upset if a video doesn't get that many views. Like, I know I do this, everyone's going to do this. You want your videos to do well, but just don't get upset over, not upset, like, don't take it too seriously. That's what I'm trying to say. Obviously you want to take it seriously to a certain extent, especially if you want to do this kind of thing for a career. but don't take it to heart. You know, there's going to always be people out there who do YouTube for a year and then suddenly have millions of subscribers and can do it for a job, but you know, it's not going to happen to everyone. And I think you've got to, you know, take it at your own pace and don't compare your journey to anyone else's. I see this all the time on Instagram. It's really sad to see people get so upset about it. Like, obviously everyone wants to do well. I see it all the time, people taking it so seriously and getting so upset, like if people unfollow or whatever. I just think, do it for fun, like do it because you enjoy it. Don't take it too seriously to the point where you're not having fun with it anymore. So yeah, another tip from me, don't take it too seriously, have fun with it, and it's your channel. Don't let anyone tell you what you can and can't do with it as well. Like, oh my god, I really messed that up then. But yeah, I'm just gonna go put my mascara on now because clearly I can't talk and do mascara. So yeah, that concludes my questions for today. I've also got my makeup on now. I'll probably go and put some setting spray on or something in a minute. But thank you so much to everyone who asked me a question. I hope I didn't bore you all to absolute death with my answers, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know me a little bit better. If you did like this video, please don't forget to subscribe and also give me a thumbs up. That would be lovely. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!